The Artist's Journey: Overcoming Self-Doubt. Once upon a time, in a small town, there lived a young woman named Maya. From the moment she could hold a pencil, Maya loved to draw. Her notebooks were filled with sketches, and she would spend hours each day bringing her imagination to life on paper. But as much as she loved art, there was a shadow that followed her: self doubt. Maya never thought she was good enough. No matter how many people praised her work, how many teachers said she had a gift, she couldn't silence the voice in her head telling her, "You'll never make it. You'll never be good enough. Your work isn't good as the others." Over time, that voice grew louder. She entered art competitions, and because of losses, she began to avoid creating anything new, fearing the disappointment of failure. Years passed, and Maya's sketchbooks collected dust. She took a regular job, far from the world of art she once loved. Yet, something inside her felt incomplete, like a piece of her soul was missing. One day, as she wandered through the local park, Maya noticed a sign for an art exhibition being held at a nearby gallery. She hadn't been to one in years, but something nudged her to go. She walked through the gallery doors, surrounded by paintings and sculptures from artists all over the world. Their talent was undeniable, but instead of feeling inspired, Maya felt her insecurities bubbling up. "I could never do this," she thought. As she was about to leave, an older man with a kind smile approached her. He had been watching her silently admire the artwork. "You seem like you have something on your mind," the man said. Maya hesitated but eventually admitted, "I used to be an artist, but I gave it up. I just don't think I'm good enough." The man nodded, as if he'd heard the story before. "Do you know what the hardest part of being an artist is?" he asked. Maya shook her head. "It's not mastering the brushstrokes or learning to see the world in new ways," he said. "It's believing that your voice, your vision, is worth sharing." Every great artist you see here doubted themselves at some point. They struggled, failed, and sometimes even wanted to quit. But they didn't. They learned that the only way to grow was to keep creating, especially when they felt inadequate. His words struck a chord deep within Maya. She had been so consumed by fear of failure that she forgot why she started drawing in the first place, because it made her happy. She left the gallery that day with a renewed sense of purpose. That night, she pulled out her old sketchbook and began to draw. At first, her lines were shaky, but as she kept going, something shifted. The joy she once felt slowly returned. She made mistakes, but instead of crumpling up the paper in frustration, she turned them into new designs. Day after day, Maya kept drawing, each piece better than the last, not because they were perfect, but because she poured her heart into them. Months later, Maya received a letter in the mail. It was an invitation to showcase her work at a local art show. The same insecurities rose up inside her, but this time she knew better. She reminded herself of the older man's words: "Your voice is worth sharing." She accepted the invitation. The night of the show, Maya stood nervously by her paintings, watching as people admired her work. She overheard a young girl say, "I wish I could draw like that." Maya smiled. It wasn't long ago that she had been in that same place of doubt, unsure of her talent. But now, here she was, an artist who learned to believe in herself. As the night came to a close, Maya realized something important. The journey wasn't about perfection, it was about persistence. It was about showing up, creating, and allowing herself to grow through the process, mistakes and all. And so, You see, in your own life, no matter what it is you're passionate about, there will be times when self doubt creeps in. You might feel like you're not good enough or that you don't measure up to others. But remember, every great achievement starts with someone who decided to keep going despite their fears. The only way to fail is to stop trying. Just like Maya, your voice, your talent are worth sharing with the world. So, next time doubt tries to hold you back, take a deep breath, pick up your brush, or whatever your passion may be, and keep on going. You are capable of more than you think. This is Guiding Light Inspirational Stories. Thank you for watching. Be blessed.